Here are 3 more questions for Victoria Christopher Murray about her upcoming novel, Harlem Rhapsody. Hi, my name is Talia. We love a list over here, so make sure you're following for Daily List. We are still in Harlem, walking around the neighborhood, seeing all of the sights. Say hey!
This is the YMCA. This is where Langston lived when he was denied housing at Columbia University because he was black. This building of the YMCA was built in 1933. That's the original. But another reason this is an important place is that they used to host symphonies, poetry readings. It's right down the street from the library, so it was just another cultural center.
How did you go about blending the history and the fiction for Harlem Rhapsody?
So it's very interesting writing historical fiction because those 2 words, history and fiction, don't seem to mesh. What I do is try to anchor every single scene in history. The scene happened. It really did happen. What's the fictional part of it is I don't know what they said. I don't have recordings of that. I don't know what they wore. I don't know what they ate. But one of the things I try to do is to really study the history so that I could extrapolate what I think will really be true.
Jessie is also someone who kind of fell into obscurity. How did you go about research for this project?
When you're looking for someone who's been lost in history, there's not a lot of information about them. But you know what's so interesting? I found a lot of information about Jessie through W.E.B. Du Bois. Almost every article that was written about him in the crisis at that time mentioned her. The best thing are things like letters. That's the original source material where you get to know a person's voice. I also read every issue of the Crisis magazine from 1919 to 1925.
So something I noticed while reading Harlem Rhapsody is that you started each chapter with the date. Why did you want to include specific dates at the beginning of each chapter?
So I chose to use dates in my novel for 2 reasons. One is because I wanted to show movement, time passing. But another reason for the dates was to anchor the story in history. For example, the Tulsa riots are in my book. I knew they happened on June 2nd. Langston Hughes' first poem in the crisis was published in that issue.